No. Morning, Lena. My fucking stomach is killing me. No, why would you be blocked? Oh, well, you told me it was. You know, when I heard you crying, what was I supposed to do? I had to react, and now I've got the wrong person, so is that my fault or yours?
I'm here with Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Take it all in, my friend. You went out there and you had a fight like the fights you had over the course of your entire career. Was that what you expected with your third fight with Max Holloway?
Of course. I thought he was going to be in here cracking a little bit harder, which he was. And this guy's tough to deal with when he's in front of you. He's slick, he's crafty, he's fast. He's the champ, you know. I got nothing but respect for Max, man. He's one of the good guys.
You too soft for the baddest man alive, bro. Give it up for Dustin Poirier. Come on. Let's go.
Shout out to Dustin. Okay. Right, well then I owe him an apology.
Dustin, this week has been for you. This was like the UFC's love letter to you, allowing you to do this in Louisiana. How has the experience been, being around all these people that love you so much?
Man, it's been overwhelming, honestly. I feel appreciated. I feel seen. I've never got to step outside of fighting.
No, you're not blocked. I would have blocked you.
And trying to grind to the next thing, provide for me and the family. I've never got to look at it from third person. But this week has been incredible, man. I feel loved by the fans, the Louisiana, and the company. You know, it's been incredible. I didn't know I'd touch as many people as I did just by chasing my dreams. I'm forever grateful, man. I love you all. I'm a kid living this dream out here, man. Throwing punches, throwing knees. I'm chasing dreams still, man. It's beautiful.
Dustin, let's take a look up here. We want to show you something as you walk out of here for the final time. Take a look up here as we pay tribute to what you have meant to this sport of mixed martial arts.
It's about me accomplishing something I told my wife when I was 17 that I was going to do. I set a goal out as a kid.
Shout out to Dustin Poirier. Shout out to Lafayette.
What I was walking into.
Lafayette, Louisiana, how you favour? Well then I owe Gaming Dad an apology then, don't I? But I don't owe Carlton one. You're not getting an apology on me, motherfucker. I don't like you, okay? How about that? I don't like you. You don't show your face. Anyone that doesn't show the face, I can't trust. I owe Gaming Dad an apology. If you don't want to accept me apology, fair enough. I couldn't give a fuck whether you do or not, right? And shout out to you, but I was wrong, okay? I apologise to you, but I don't care if I get it wrong. You pick on my little sister whether I get it wrong or not. I don't give a fuck. Lena's a woman and she rang me crying the other day. Do you hear me? She was fucking crying on the phone. You know, but when you were upset, Lena, you said it was him. Now imagine if I'd meeting him in the street and hurting him. And you went, oh, Jude, I'm sorry. You're sorry, the cunt's in intensive care. And you're saying now it's not him. But it's sorted now. Carlton will never come in here. He won't be welcome in here, I know that now. And I don't care who likes Carlton or who doesn't, but I don't anymore. And I'm not going to sit and lie about it. Okay. Well, you know, I went apeshit at him over what you said. I put a comment under a status and all. I was like, yeah, don't be threatening my fucking sister. Well, that's good then. I owe him an apology then. I don't mind apologising to people, Lena. I don't, if I'm in the wrong. You know what I mean? If I'm in the right, doesn't bother me, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. Listen, misunderstand this. Lena was crying and told me that someone upset her. So as a big brother, I went and I handled it. And I wasn't gaming that at all. It was Carlton. No, it's not past yet, Fable. No, it hasn't. Because of his shit of being called a coward, a liar. You can call me mate. Don't call me a coward. I'd snap you in two. You know, you're a little bitch. You wear a fucking mask on your face and no one can see you. So you shut your fucking mouth, okay, pirate? You wouldn't do fuck all to me. Wagwan, Ola, fuck you in your face. You're a knitter. Do you understand? You knit, whereas I knock people out. That's what I'm good at. I just stick to knitting, yeah? Davy Jones's locker. Yeah, and you're sub to that wanker unsub to him. How about that? And here, there's a few people up Carlton's arse as well. They'll be getting removed from my channel. Come in, me here. I was the one that said it to Gaming Dad, yeah? I owe him an apology, right? If I want to apologise, I will. If I don't need to. I don't owe you fuck all. You know what I mean? You just want to pick on my mods because you're a man and shit like that. I couldn't give a fuck if he's the King's mod. That doesn't bother me. They're all getting all gobby now. They're all going into each other's chat and getting slagged off in Carlton's chat. And some of my mods are in there and not saying a word. Well, here, I know who's been in there and who's not picked up for me. 2 of my team today are gone. Hey, you want to take his side over me? You will lose. Trust me. You know, Fable. At the end of the day, it's very hard for me to listen to me friend cry. Do you understand? I don't give a fuck about subs. Do you think I'm worried about 1 sub at Carlton or 1 sub at Gaming Dad? Do you think I really give a fuck whether they're on my channel or not? I don't care. I apologise to Gaming Dad though for blaming him on Lena. I was wrong about that. So that's my bad. He didn't do nothing to Lena. It was Carlton. Again. Carlton, why don't you just take that mask off you and ring me on Instagram and we'll have a talk? I'm not talking to you with that mask on. You know what I mean? I can't take you serious, bro. Anybody that knits, I can't take you serious, bro. You know, knitting. You're a man, bro. That's only for fairies. You know, knitting is for grannies and old ladies. Maybe you're a woman behind that mask. Maybe that's why. I don't give a flying fuck. The way I see it is Carlton is a snake. Hey, wait till I tell you this, right? You know, 2 weeks ago, Carlton put my location on YouTube. You know that? I let him make a mistake. Carlton put basically where I lived last week on YouTube. Did you know that? Did you know Carlton put my location up on YouTube? Did you know that? Hey, did you know that? Did you? See you. Carlton, take that mask off your face and phone me. Yeah? You're nothing but a bitch, bro, yeah? Put it like that, yeah? You said to me last week, oh, you better be very careful what you're putting up there. Ashton Canal and big letters. Yeah, I do live beside the Ashton Canal. And you wouldn't walk down it because I'd throw you back into the water, you little octopus, yeah. I'm a shark, you know. I'd slap you with me tail and play with you. But anyway, like I said, anybody who wears a mask, you can't trust them. Anybody who put your address online, see you. I can find out all I need to know about you because you're fucking dumb. You think you're smart, but you're not. And good luck with your channel. It's going to take you a long time to grow that little channel, you know, because no one's going to support you. Not in here and any. They're not going to take your side over mine. Especially when you put me address out there. That's when I knew your card was marked. You were gone last week. I was just looking for an excuse to get rid of you because I don't fucking like you, okay? I don't like you, Carlton. I can't take you serious because you've got an octopus on your face, but I do owe Gaming Dad an apology. Gaming Dad, regardless, he's a very good father. You know, he was raised by a brilliant woman, his mammy, who raised him how to be a man and not abuse women. So, Gaming Dad, I owe an apology. And that's a sincere apology. But Carlton, you won't get an apology out of me, bro. I don't like you.
Somebody who's been underdog, somebody who's been beat and broken, and put themselves back together and really did it.
What do I think of when I hear Dustin Poirier?
When I hear the name Dustin Poirier,
Top 10 star in the history of sport.
Legend, fighter's fighter.
You can call it a line, I guess the pressure with diamonds. I know my nickname's defining, cause I've been calling for grinding. The good fighters, my partners. I pay homage to the ones that needed help when they falling. They built me up, now I'm stronger. That's why I'm fighting. They on it all the way. We can take it all the way. First battle, Hall of Fame. Title belt around my waist. Pay the fool.
Shout out to Dustin Poirier. No, it's not just someone I cared about, Faber. Lena was my first mod. Do you hear what I'm saying? Lena was my very first member of my channel when my channel was monetized, and then she told me her story and it upset me, and I was like, I'm gonna try to help this woman because she helps me and has helped me in the past loads of times and helped me sleep. So I'm not letting nobody say anything to Lena. I don't give a fuck whether you're a man or not. You want to upset a man, then talk to me. Have a go at me. You know, Carlton, you're a fucking snake. You're going around causing the void, you are. But know this, bro. People won't go against me for you. Do you understand? How can anyone take you serious when you won't show your face? And now you're telling people you're going to knit them a mask? Bro, will you ever go? You know, for fuck's sake, what are you going to do? Crochet me a fucking blanket? Hey, I'm very good with me hands, but they're not for knitting. They're for breaking. Can you see there? See both of them. That goes to show you many times I've connected with people over the years. Look. I don't miss. I'm good at fighting. I can fight. And I'd sooner fight more than one person, in all fairness, because it's not a challenge. You walk towards me, I'm just going to kick you, and you're going to get cerebral edema in your head. One kick, bang, that's you gone. Now what? Oh, you didn't know I could fight, did you? Yeah, I've been doing that my entire life, fighting. Me daddy learned me how to fight because I was too soft. I was letting people pick on me, and my dad said, no, this is going to stop today. He said, here you go, big stick. I said, what's that for? He said, I want you to break it off his head and don't let him up, because if you let him up, I'll hurt you. So, me daddy learnt me a couple of things about fighting. Me dad was a dirty fighter, you see. Don't let him up, but he's going to put a mark on you. And then you're going to have to explain to your wife and your kids what happened to your face. Hey, you won't lay a glove on me. I learned how to fight when I was a kid. I grew up with a lot of tougher lads than myself that whooped my ass. But one thing I've always had, and I always pick up for people, especially women, and I don't like people who bully women. No names, Carlton. My recovery first, you lying cunt. You don't deserve to sit with the bunch of people that come in here. You've not earned it. You've
sorting out his milk. He's up now.
all right. Well, say hello to her. Now, listen, you have to understand something. Lena has been my first mod, and yesterday or the day before, I listened to a message and she was upsetting it, and it distressed me. And I just seen one person's name in it, and it was Gaming Dad, and I was like, I don't believe it, because this guy is always sound with me. And I got on with him way before Carlton was on this app. But now, Carlton, you've divided a couple of people. That's an achievement. Well done. You're trying to cause a divide in my team, but here, you know what? See me? I'd say that blocky is all. You know, I told you, pick a side. Because I'm not having that wanker slagging me off. No way. And then you's coming in and not even saying a word about it. Some of my mods, honestly, you can do them. To piss me off, that's an achievement. But anyway, like I said, good luck around your channel, mate. You go against me, watch. Trust me. You call me a coward, you call me a liar, and you basically call me a snake. So we'll see how that goes for you. And that's not a threat, bro. That's a promise. Anybody who subbed to my recovery life is a fraud. How about that? How you care on? And he's fucking starting trouble in my life. No, this cunt face. As soon as you pop your fucking head up, I'm gonna put an arrow in your neck. You don't deserve to be in this channel with the good people that come in here, because you are a cunt, amigo, yeah? A fucking cunt. 2 weeks ago, you put my location up on YouTube and I didn't say anything to the team. I was hoping one of them would have spotted it, but not one of them spotted it. None of yous. I fucking did just as well. I was paying attention. Carlton put my location last week on fucking YouTube, right? So you go over and chat with him in his room, yeah? But you won't be coming in here, because I'll be watching. And if any cunt that I see going in his chat that come in here and be nice to me, if you get timed out and fucked off, you know why. He put my fucking location on YouTube last week. Me location, do you understand? And tried to have a niggle with me, and this is how it started. He put my fucking location on blast. All you had to do was ask for it. Ockfoot. Yeah, and I'd have given it to you. I'd have meeting you on the canal, no problem. I'd have fucking hitting you and fucking you in the canal. You know, here, you'd be okay. You can swim. You're an octopus, right? Yeah, an octopus, all right. That's what you are, an octopussy. But anyway, here, see that cunt put my address last week on blast. I bet you didn't know that. Carlton. Yeah, he's a fucking rat bastard. That's what he is. And anybody belong to him, you can fucking stay with him. See, if that was in Dublin, someone would be knocking at his fucking door, mate. Someone would have already knocking. Does that make sense? He put my location on blast last week. Know that. He put under it, bro, you need to be careful where you make videos. Anybody could find you. That was a threat. And this is before we fell out. I turned around and said to him, listen, bro, I don't worry about things like that. I worry about, his name is My Recovery First. He's a lawyer. And he called me a liar. He called me a coward. Me, a coward. A coward. Coward? Definitely not. Hey, have you ever had an AR-15 pointed at your temple and told him to go fuck his mother? What you can do, shoot me? Go on right there, go on. Do me a favour, double tap me. Get me off this fucking earth. Go on, shoot. Yes, look. So, like I said, it's like when I was a kid, all that shit happened. It's like, and it didn't scare me. And when you grow up, the only thing that scared me was being away from me family. You know, my mates will tell you back home, I'm no coward. I didn't even flinch. You know, cowards run away. Cowards hide their faces. And I've never hid my face. Because I'm definitely no coward. Ask all the lads in Cherry Orchard, the Stu McDonald, a coward. Are you from Ballier, are you? Ask me mates, am I a coward? The ones that grew up with me, they'll tell you. I don't run anyway. The only place I run is the toilet. And that's on my kids' lives. You know, years ago, I wanted to be like all the big lads. So, in order to be like the big lads, you have to have a weapon. Like a firearm. I've been charged twice with firearms. I had a Luger allegedly and a Glock allegedly on me property. And I'm a crack shot. Put it that way. There's nothing alleged about that. I can't help it. My uncle learned me how to shoot. He's dead now. Learned me how to shoot. I watched him take a rifle apart about 1,000,000 times. Well, maybe not 1,000,000 times, over 100 times. I watched him do it and clean it and put it back together like he was Stevie Wonder. He didn't even have to look. It was just unreal the way he did it. And he showed me how to do it. He learnt me about birds as a kid and guns. That's what I learnt about birds as a kid, pigeons, in Bluebell Flats. And at the time, there was my family, the Dunns, the O'Driscolls, the Doyles, the O'Sullivans. There was about 6 families that moved up to Ballyfermot, and what happened is the lads that knew each other from Bluebell, we all stuck together, the Dunns, the O'Driscolls, my family, and we ended up having a shitload of mates, and then it ended up growing into something what the media called the Red Wall Gang. You know, but I wasn't part of that. All the bigger lads was. I was one of the younger lads, you know what I mean? But I always wanted to prove myself. Like I could fight. I didn't mind fighting one of the bigger lads. No problem. If a mentee noticed me, I'd fucking fight any of them. And at the time, the best fighter out of us all was Kenneth O'Driscoll. I remember when he fought Dino Ennis, man, and Dino Ennis had sovereigns on his hands. I mean, he had 3 rings on each hand fighting Kenneth O'Driscoll. And Kenneth O'Driscoll punched fuck out of him in front of Shaggy Ennis, in front of Christine, in front of Dee Dee, in front of all the Red Wall. He battered Dino Ennis because Dino Ennis tried to take the piss because he was a youngster. Now you're not taking the piss. Now, Leanie, you know these people, and you know they're not fools, they're not idiots, you know, but growing up, the only one up there that could fight our bus was me and Kenneth O'Driscoll. You know, I could always fight. Me mates will always tell you that. You don't forget that when you're a kid. You know, and later on, I ended up learning how to mould it. You know, I can fight. You know, and it is what it is. You don't forget to ride a bike. That's how it is. You know, my father, beat my ass and me mans and put me in loads of disciplines as a kid, because I wouldn't hit back. I was afraid. So my dad made me not afraid to hit back. And he also learned me, don't let you up off the ground. Like I said, I can't help it, like, you know, the way I was raised. You know, it is what it is. My dad, he was he was a disciplinarian, you know. He always used to say to me, I'm going to beat your ass before the police do. You know, the police are going to beat your ass, so I'm just going to make sure they do it before they do. So I need a discipline, Lena. You know, you imagine, right? My mum and dad did everything they could for me. My dad went to work. You know, my mum was a housewife, and when he found out I was selling hash, the conviction in his voice, man, I'm fucking so ashamed of you. And like I said, he said it with conviction. He's like, yeah, like all the vermin on the estate, you're mingling with the rats. None of the daddies work, they're all bums. Do you want to be a bum? No. What do you want to be? I want to be a drug dealer. What? Sorry, you know, I mean, I just blurted her out. He said, you know what? He said, you better get up them stairs and get all your clothes. Yeah, I'll be in a few minutes, but basically, my daddy was just trying to prepare me for the world, you know. But one thing, I'm not as a coward. You know, I've had a friend die in my arms. I've seen another friend die. It's like 20 of my mates were executed in Dublin. You understand? And they weren't cowards. Cowards don't go out like that. You know, but for the person who called me a coward, that's the reason why I said that I've had guns put to me fucking head and laughed at them. What you gonna do with that, big man? You better put the safety on. You know, I'm not a coward. You know, I've lived through adversity. I'm fucked up night terrors for years. I'm a survivor. That's what I am. I'm not a coward. You know what I mean? Men don't scare me. You know, guns scare me. People don't kill people. Guns kill people. Saying that, people do kill people. I'm going to go in. I'm going to watch the Max Holloway Dustin Poirier fight. Shout out to Usyk last night. Jude was right again. I said he will stop Daniel Dubois in round 5 or round 6, and I was right. Ding ding. Shout out to Alexander Usyk. And no. She was waiting on one number for £1,000 or 5 minutes, love, and then I'll be in. I'm just smoking the end of this. Yeah, she nearly won me, Mrs. last night. She was one number away, you know what I mean? Hey, Lena, you know what? I fucking killed that in one day. Finn sent me that yesterday. I automatically thought you'd sent it. You know, because only yourself and Finn know where I am. Yeah, you could say that. Nah, Lena, I'll be honest with you. When I have someone in my life who I love, it's like they keep you grounded. You know, I truly believe that if I didn't meet Lisa, I'd have been still on my mood stabiliser. I would have been still living in my mum's in the front bedroom, letting me life pass me by. You know, I've a lot of fucking medical shit wrong with me, in all fairness, and I'm not 100% healthy, but again, I'll say this here, I ain't no coward. Cowards where I'm from, cowards hide faces with masks John, have I seen your face, you big bowsy? Shout out to Lena and Jono, my two pals. And like I said at the end of the day, look, I'm on here to bring people together, not to divide people. I never did anything on Carlton, and last week he put me address online. Did you know that? Hey, and then he's going, I screenshot this, I screenshot that. You didn't screenshot that, you fucking put me location up, did you? Hey, see you. You're a weasel, my friend. Anybody who hides their face has something to hide. But like I said, I don't like that word coward because it's not used a lot where I'm from. You know, where I'm from, there's a lot of brave men, not cowards. It's like I have two good pals on here, you know, that look out for me and take me side. Yeah, and I know your voice too. But like I said, in all fairness, somebody has took me side, and a few people has took Carlton's side without you even knowing that, and you picked the wrong side. I know you took his side. Well, you can stay on his side now, and it's sad that I'm going to have to get rid of a few people over that cunt. But I told you, don't take sides here. He called me a coward, didn't he? Yeah. And you put me location. Ashton Canal, you said last week, didn't you? Do you know what he said, Lena? He said, you need to be careful where you put your videos. People will recognise your location. And then right beside it in big letters, he put Ashton Canal. And I said, this is between me and you. I'm not going to involve me team. There's your first mistake. Threatening me. Where I'm from, if you say that to somebody, mate, you'll end up in the ground. Carlton, last week, put not me location, the canal. The name of the canal. Hey, Ashton Canal. Do you know how long it is? Hey, it goes on for fucking miles, bro. Do you understand? Over 26 up that way. 26 miles along that stretch of canal. Anybody could find where that is. You know. Ashton Canal is down at me mother's as well. It's the same canal. That could be right next to the Etihad. Or it could be up the other end. But like I said, listen. I know you're in here now watching me, Carlton, okay? I didn't do nothing on you. You started this, bro. And you're not longer welcome in here. And if anybody wants to go with you here, I suggest you go now. I already know a couple of people that's taking his side. And I'll deal with them later. As soon as you come in my live watch, I ask me mods to do it. I don't block people, me. But I am going to remove you from my live. Any trace of that vagina on your face, that octopus, is gone. See you. You could have caused a divide in my team. In fact, you've tried to. But here, you need to research your opponent first. Yeah. I believe you can't come out of the sea. Is that right? Whereas I can walk around on land with me face showing, you know, because I'm not afraid. I'm not an immature little midget who's afraid to show his face on YouTube in case one day I'm walking down the road and someone goes, hang on a minute, that's that knobhead off YouTube, isn't it? But like I said, order will be restored when that little rat comes in here. Because as far as I'm concerned, he's not welcome in here. There's good people in here. It's like, and because of him, I fell out with somebody last night. I owe Mr. Game and Dad an apology. Listen, I'll put it to you like this. Lena is like my sister. And I am not letting anybody fucking upset her to the point where she's crying on the phone and I'm listening to it. That ain't happening. No fucking way. Emma, put it this way. There's someone in me chat who thought you were clever last week. But I know he's in here now watching me and listening to me. You know, but you're the coward. You hide your face. Can you see that? Look. Yeah, and you upset Lena. Hey Hammy, you upset one of my mods, and I don't like it. You know, I don't like hearing women cry, and that's what you're responsible for. You made my mod cry. But anyway, I'm gonna fuck off. I'm gonna go and watch the fight. Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway. Thanks everyone for coming in, and I'll see you all later. Yeah. Thanks for coming in. I'll see you later on.
Remember when we used to chill and smoke weed? I was a young'un, used to think he was an OG. When it was beef, we used to dress in black and load heat, trying to make it through the rain in these cold streets. You know the road, you know the code, you know you don't speak, but you told and ratted on your codies. So for that, you forget that you know me. You will never have a home back in Stone B. We don't condone in that, we don't condone in rap. Nah, no, there'll never be a home for that. Matter of fact, pussy, hold this strap. Go and blow your own brains in your lap. Rap, tap, pussy, tap, tap, pussy, straps back, pussy. Cause you got caught up in the rap trap, pussy. So on the real, we don't feel for snakes. We ride birds, we don't deal with jakes. And that's that, pussy. Are you alone, fam? Yeah, you're on your own.
I said 6.
Are you home, fam?
Lena done a well done. Right, people, thanks for coming in. And when I finish, there's about 5 people's channels that could go live. Lena's, Fables, Finn's, Jono's, Jay's, or Jordan's. You know, like I said, this has always been about building a community, but you can't have no tyranny, or you can't have no treason or insubordination on your team. You have to make a collective decision. You have to sometimes make an executive decision. Yeah, and get rid of somebody from your team if they're causing problems. They have to go. And Carlton, you will go as soon as you say one word in my chat. Go on, say hello to me, please, so we can get this out of the way. It is what it is, you know. I mean, you did it, it's not me. I didn't even tell anybody what you did about the whole video made on the canal last week. What did you put underneath it? Yeah, you may as well have telling me you were gonna come see me than do that. But like I said, the canal, it's miles long. That canal, a marathon long on that stretch. That 26 miles, can you pin it down? Anybody that does that, that will have them on your channel. at the end of the day. Like I said, I won't mention this person after today. Yeah, and I'll just ignore everybody who mentions him. Simple as, because he's not part of this team anymore. You can't have people like that in your team that are trying to cause anarchy and bring the house down. You did walk the plank, Carlton, yeah, and I was talking about you, yeah. Of course I was talking about you. You put me location, the canal location up there. You tried purposely to get under my skin, and well done, you did. That's an achievement. But know this, you'll be sorry for it, because you'll be removed from here, and I'll tell all me mods that are on my side not to have you in their channel, bro. And good luck with your channel, because it's going to take you years to grow yours. You know, it's going to take you years. And anybody that has anything to do with you, it's going to stop the channel growth. I truly believe that. I can see the future, and I believe that anyone that joins you, that channel is going to suffer because of it, because of what you did. You know, that's like ringing and telling some, you know what you did. You know what I mean? You dropped the location about me. Do you understand? You put where my location was near. I'd tell you where I live if you wanted to know. Do you understand? But anybody that does that, good morning, Mousy. Anybody that I'd never tell on anybody on here, no matter what you did on me, because that's not the way forward. We don't tell on people where I'm from, because there's consequences for you die if you tell. Mousy will tell you that. And if you've not subbed to Mousy's channel, can you go do it? And he'll probably be going live too. You know, shout out to Mousy, right? Yeah, you don't want Mousy on your back. Hang on, Mouse. He's definitely me mod. Yeah. But anyway, guys, I have to go because the missus is going shopping, so I'm babysitting. It's not babysitting if you're watching your son, but you know what I mean? It's still babysitting. It's like, so I'm going to go and watch the UFC with my son, and shout out to Dustin Poirier. Thank you for your services for the sport over the years. You know what I mean? You're a fucking proper G. You know, it's like he fought the best. You know what I mean? And you have to give shout out to Latvia, Louisiana, and shout out to Louisiana hot sauce. Right. No.